Hi, favored ones. Welcome to Soul Reflections. Happy Sunday. For today, I'd like to talk about, well, ang lesson kasi this week is to find the middle ground. So, I think I've spoken about it before, I've shared about it before, but right now, I'm at that point again. ano, um, sa dami ng ginagawa, okay, a lot of times, here's the context. A lot of times, we would hear people telling us to slow down, to take pauses in between, to um, slow down, to pause, to breathe. Ayun, yun yung term, to breathe, to take pockets of time where you could breathe and go inwards again para at least babalik ka sa true self mo when everything around you is too fast, is too chaotic, and too noisy. But this with me kasi in my experience, I already experienced that, the fast-paced life where um my external environment was actually pushing me to move faster. And of course, the environment outside is really fast, di ba? So, sasabay ka sa pace ng external environment. And without taking pauses, it led to burnout. It led to me giving up or letting go of certain things that's not really healthy anymore. But when I started practicing mindfulness, when I started practicing meditation, I really slowed down. You know, I wanted to move in a slow pace because I felt that I don't need to move fast naman, which in effect would lead to burnout, 'di ba? But right now I find myself questioning that, and I realize that it's okay to move fast as long as you're moving fast based on your own pacing. If there's already a momentum or acceleration that's happening in your life and it's coming from within, we have to follow our rhythm because there are times when our own rhythm from within is telling us to slow down. But there are also times when our own rhythm is telling us to move fast. So there is a difference. So I realized that there is a difference when it's coming from within to move according to our own rhythm na mabilis ang pace versus hinahabol mo yung pace ng outside world na mabilis din. So I'm sure the pacing is all different naman. I could call it mabagal, I could call it mabilis, but it's all different levels of pacing. But what's important is that you don't follow the external rhythm. It's the internal rhythm that has to be followed. So if from within you're being asked to slow down, you slow down. When from within you're being asked to move faster, you move faster. It's all your internal rhythm. It's all your internal pacing. That's more important. And I'm at this point wherein I'm beginning to understand or beginning to really embrace moving faster, which is the pacing of my internal rhythm. So yun yung hinihingi sa akin ang rhythm ko. But there was this conditioning that happened in the past. There was this programming that happened in the past na pag mabilis yung rhythm, it will lead to unhealthy things. It would lead to burnout and everything that's toxic, di ba? But yung pacing kasi na mabilis before, it was based on the external environment. So, talagang ano siya, talagang it will really lead um to burnout. But this time, it's the internal rhythm that's already asking me to move fast. So, all part of growing up, all part of, I suppose, awakening as well, is to honor whatever is being expressed from within. And that's the one that we should always follow. To Because knowing that, and if it's only staying inside our mind, yung knowingness na yon, sayang naman kasi binigay na sa'yo yung message kung ano yung mga dapat gawin, di ba? What's important is that from within, there is that knowingness, and then your heart is embracing it. And at the same time, your hands, your body is doing the action necessary to manifest it. So it's finding or knowing your internal rhythm, whether it's slow or fast, and susundan mo yon. Susundan siya ng mag-a-align yung mind, heart, and hands to be able to manifest. So, ang lesson ko this week was really to break down the programming na pag fast-paced, nakaka-lead towards burnout. That is not true. In some ways, yes, it is. But in some ways, it's not. It's all based on the context. Okay, kulang yung information na yon to make a snap judgment na pag mabilis, nakakapagod. Hindi ganon. Minsan, pwede kang gumalaw ng mabilis and it's so energizing because you're following your internal rhythm. And that's something else. That's something beautiful to experience because you are honoring your own rhythm and pacing. And if that's what's being asked of you, try to evaluate what's making you not do it. Okay? So, kasi ako, parang ang tagal na eh. From within, pinapabilis na yung pacing. Kasi when I was in corporate, I got so burned out because I was really moving according to the pace of my external environment. And of course, that would really lead to burnout, di ba? So when I left corporate, I told myself, I'll slow down. Ayoko na yung ganitong buhay na mabilis lagi. So, doon nagkaroon ng programming na gano'n, to slow down, to take things with to savor each moment, to take rest in between each moment. And it helped me a lot, but a time came in the past where I was already being told or being invited to move faster. Kasi yun na yung rhythm na hinahanap ng katawan, hinahanap ng soul, and I ignored it because I already had that belief na pag mabilis, it will lead to toxicity, to unhealthy things, and to burnout. But it's not true. Parang ngayon ko lang nare-realize na kahit mabilis, it won't necessarily lead towards that. Because yung pacing na mabilis, it's coming from within. I'm following my own internal rhythm rather than the external environment. So that is an important realization. So if you find yourself, wondering if you should be slowing down or moving faster, go inside, ask yourself, what's the pacing that your internal, that your heart is actually telling you? What's the correct pacing that you should be doing at this point in time? Because it won't always be the same all the time. It won't be constant na mabilis. It won't be constant na mabagal. It will always be a mix. That's why I'm calling it finding your middle point. Because when you're at your middle point, it doesn't matter whether it's mabilis or mabagal, as long as you're following what's okay inside of you, then that's it. So, yun yung that's something that I'd want to share right now. So, I hope that it has, you know, planted seeds in your mind or even your heart. And try to evaluate where you are right now and see if you are moving according to your internal rhythm. And maybe you'd be surprised. So that's it, everyone. I hope that you have a happy Sunday. God bless everyone. Oh, by the way, um, the Soul Talk season 4 will be ending this Tuesday. So we have our guest for the season ender, si Noel Laurelia. Um he he was my guest way back in 2020. Tapos meron din siya sa 2021. And then ngayon ulit meron, 'di ba? So it's always beautiful to reconnect with Noel. So I hope that you watch our conversation this coming Tuesday. So that's it. Thank you. God bless everyone.